Welcome to the Micheaux Mission, 2 men, 1 podcast, every black film ever made. My name is Vincent Williams, and I'm joined as always by my partner.
Hey, holla at your boy. This is Len, a.k.a. Len.
And on this stop, we are going to be spending some time with a film with quite the pedigree. Written, or rather based on a short story by acclaimed writer J. California Cooper, directed by legendary director Julie Dash, and starring 3 of the Mission's favorite actresses, Loretta Devine, CCH Pounder, and Alfre Woodard. We are going to talk about 1999's Funny Valentines, Len's pick, and see if it lives up to this pedigree.
Yes.
But before we do, how are you, Len?
I'm doing well, Vincent. How are you?
I'm well as we were talking before the filming began. Enjoying the weather. It's warm here in Philadelphia.
Warm is not the word.
Yeah.
It went up to 73 to
I know.
today.
It was glorious.
Yeah. I saw none of it.
Yeah. Hard at work.
Hard at work.
All right.
Hard at work. But it's interesting. I was hard at work watching the movie.
Okay, of course.
Funny Valentines, taking copious notes.
Okay.
Too. And watching it, it got me, I felt, not to give away my review a little bit, but I felt a little warm watching it.
Okay.
Warm feeling as I watched it, and then was ruminating about the title. So it moved me to then go listen to Anita Baker sing her version of My Funny Valentine.
Sure.
Which is always a delight for me.
Sure.
But also always leads me to listen to CHAKA'S version of My Funny Valentine. Sure. Which was an even greater joy, because as much as I love Anita Baker is probably my favorite singer.
Sure.
But CHAKA'S My Funny Valentine is incredible.
Sure.
But that moved me.
Okay, you were on quite the journey.
I was on the journey. But that moved me to wanting to listen to like big, bodacious singers and like just letting it go.
Sure.
So then I listened to Kelly Price singing her remake of As We Lay. The Shirley Murdoch song.
Sure. So from My Funny Valentine, which is the classic love song about loving someone beyond their physical attributes.
Yes.
You went to the classic 80s song about cheating and infidelity.
Yes.
Yes, as one does. Okay.
Yes, a smooth segue.
Sure.
But in doing so, I did what I always do when I listen to these 3 songs.
Okay.
And that means that I was here putting around the studio and around the house, listening to them. And I was singing them.
Okay.
Singing them to myself, singing out loud.
Sure.
To them, because I enjoyed that.
Sure.
Right? And it made me wonder, are there any songs that you find yourself that you sing?
This is what we're doing.
Joyfully, you enjoy them.
Sure.
But they are songs by female artists.
No, because I was going to go right to Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting.
Okay. No. Seriously? It's not like even your Blessed Sade, you don't find yourself, like Smooth Criminal. Isn't that the song? The Sweetest Taboo. Your Love is King. I mean, they're all, you don't find yourself like singing those songs to yourself?
I'm sorry, y'all. We don't do this. Sometimes I don't know what Len is doing. I didn't know where we're going. I'm trying to go with, but no. I'm sorry, Len. I can't.
No. Okay. So it's just me.
I didn't say it's just you.
Okay.
I just said I didn't.
You don't do that,
right? Like
you don't feel moved.
Like you're not necessarily the outlier here.
Okay.
I am. Like I've heard people talk about like they sing "I'm Every Woman" or you know. Something else that a woman sings.
Are there songs that you find yourself singing out loud? No, so you're not even. So
right,
just,
right. Maybe,
there's no joy.
Maybe Brick House or she's mighty letting it all hang out.
And Kung Fu Fighting.
Right, Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu, which
So that's it.
Seems
That's interesting.
like a little bit of an exaggeration. Certainly everyone wasn't kung fu fighting, but
well, we weren't there.
enough people were kung fu fighting.
That it certainly
he
seemed
was
like maybe
moved.
maybe it was.
He was moved to write a song about it.
Maybe everyone was there kung fu fighting.
Right.
So everybody there was kung fu fighting.
It's not really politic anymore. Don't want to bump no more with no big fat woman.
No, I'm not going to get
Probably
away from
shouldn't.
this. So that you don't sing, you don't find songs,
I just,
not even like hip hop songs, like
You
you find yourself like rapping the lyrics.
I mean, sure.
Well, I'm just curious whether or not you do, because I think that's an extension, an extension of showing and the joy that you are feeling, reveling in a moment. You know, so I wonder whether or not you did that, and apparently not.
Yeah.
Not in that way.
No.
I'm certain that you revel in
Now,
other ways.
now, why do you go with the Kelly Price? Not Kelly Price. Kelly.
It is Kelly Price.
Kelly Price's as opposed to Shirley Murdoch.
Well, interesting enough, I feel that Kelly Price, with all due respect to Shirley Murdoch, is a better singer.
Yes.
And I feel her rendition, like especially like near the end. I don't know how often you listen to the song.
Oh, I love the video because she points at Vivica Fox and talks about that's your wife.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen the video.
Oh, the video was fantastic.
Well,
The video is fantastic. The video is high drama.
well, I don't want to even put pictures to it because
Okay.
I just
You enjoy the theater of the mind.
I do
With the classic song, which is Kelly Price's version of As We Lay.
Yes. I love it. I love her vamp at the end.
Right,
you know?
right.
I love the part when she's talking about, like you've got to go home to your wife because I feel her
you feel
in
it.
that moment.
You feel it.
know, along with the power of her voice and her register.
Right.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I enjoy songs that sound like the person singing them. It's actually feeling the moment.
Sure.
They're feeling the lyrics.
You
They're
felt like
feeling
Kelly Price was really sleeping with somebody's husband.
If I found out she was, I would believe it.
Sure.
Yes.
Which
Now maybe she was just in the studio with some fried chicken or
Which
something.
you got from two versions of My Funny Valentine, which I like to point out. You picked two versions from like the 80s.
First of all, I don't think they're from the 80s. I think they're from the 90s.
Oh, even better.
Well, I mean, first of all, what version of My Funny Valentine?
Like I thought you was gonna say like Nat King Cole or Johnny Hartman or like a classic someone from the songbook.
Shaka Khan's version is I like Shaka Khan's version.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I mean the originals are good. I'm not knocking them.
Certainly, but if you're going to get what if you're going to listen to some
Shaka
Khan, you're going to listen to My Funny Valentine from Shaka Khan.
I'm going to listen to
certainly you're going to go past everything. Like she made like 8 albums with Rufus.
I listened to all of Shaka Khan,
but we were talking about.
I was watching a movie called My Funny Valentine, so I went to My Funny Valentine
version.
Yes,
right.
It's not against Rufus and Shaka Khan. I
Sure,
love all of
sure,
her whole filmography.
Sure.
I have it.
Sure.
I have her whole filmography.
That is random as hell that you went to Anita Baker and Shaka Khan from My Funny Valentine.
After watching a movie called Funny Valentines?
No. All of the people who've sung My Funny Valentine, you went to Anita Baker and Shaka Khan. You're the only person on earth. Anita Baker and Shaka Khan don't listen to their versions of My Funny Valentine.
I bet you're wrong. I bet because now Anita Baker's version, which is nice, but you gotta like Anita Baker to really love it. But Shaka Khan's version, I bet there's a ton of people that when they think of My Funny Valentine, that's the one they think of.
They don't. They absolutely don't, because a Shaka Khan fan is of a certain age, which means they listen to a certain amount of music, and they're not listening to Shaka Khan sing My Funny Valentine.
You don't have to be necessarily a Shaka Khan fan. You could just be a fan of the soundtrack to Waiting to Exhale. That's where it's from.
I'll give $1 to any human being that knew that was on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack before this exact second. I will give $1 to any human being besides your weirdo ass that went to the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack and went to Shaka Khan singing My Funny Valentine. $1. I say
You heard.
yes.
You heard him. Let us know. Hit us up at Micheaux Mission
Yes.
on Instagram.
That said,
Threads.
let's throw on the Wait and Exhale soundtrack and listen to Chaka Khan sing My Funny Valentine.
Oh man, this is going to be a short, man. I'm going to about to blow up your bank account.
Sure. All the Whitney Houston, and you go right to Chaka Khan singing the cover of a song that Chaka Khan don't listen to her version of it.
Why are you saying that she doesn't listen
Because
to her
it's a
version of it?
classic American songbook from like the 50s.
Okay, so maybe she's not because she sang the song, but I'm saying that for I'm sure there's more than one generation that their version of My Funny Valentine is that. Just like it's what happens.
All right.
Can we do the show now? Thank you.
You're the one talking about these dumbass songs.
They're not dumb. I was talking about being in the moment. I was talking about reveling in joy. Your problem is that you don't revel in joy that way.
Yes. We all know Vince lacks whimsy. Come on, let's go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
There's no whimsy in you. How we start this show together? I don't know. All right. Where are we going? We want to hear from you, not from us. We want to hear from your emails, or as we like to call them, missives from the missionaries. I don't even want to hear from him.
So what else is going on, Lynn?
We have emails, Vincent.
Ooh, missives from the missionaries. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, missives from the missionaries.
Okay, we have a message from Robert Monroe Jr.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
He says, I saw Alien when it was released in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in my seat with my feet up on the back of the seat in front of me. At one point, I realized that I was pushing myself into my seat out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a horror movie affect me like that before or since. Ooh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Look, you and I, we have talked like that sort of science fiction horror is a narrow vein of film.
Yeah.
Like, what's the film you've threatened for years?
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon is a good one. I still remember feeling like I got tricked when I saw Signs.
Oh, okay.
Like I was a half hour in Signs and I realized M. Night Shyamalan had tricked me into seeing a horror movie.
Oh, you think that's a horror movie?
Well, I think, like it legitimately scared me.
Really?
Yeah.
The alien or just the whole tension of it?
The tension of it.
Okay.
Like, certainly it's more Alfred Hitchcock horror than, but I think it is a masterful film, the way he sets it up. And again, speaking of random, like I'm yelling at you about Anita Baker and Funny Valentine. That 5 minutes at the end. Did you ever see Fire in the Sky?
I think I did.
Fire in the Sky. Amazing concept about a dude who's been abducted by aliens, and then he comes back, and the whole film is about the aftermath.
Right.
And they really don't deal with the abduction. Like, it really is him trying to convince people. And people kind of respond to it. But there's like a 5-minute sequence towards the end where they do the flashback of what he remembers. And it gave me nightmares. And this came out when we were adults.
Yeah.
Like I have, and I've always said one of the real masterful things of Close Encounters of the Third Kind is that a lot of it plays like a horror film.
Yes.
So, this is kind of a narrow kind of vein, and we're going to talk about Nope in a few weeks. Like, I think there are moments in Nope that Jordan Peele is kind of dealing with that as well. But yeah, Alien is I would say Alien and the aforementioned Close Encounters kind of set that template for that kind of science fiction horror.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you, Robert. I hear you.
We also got a message, and this was on Instagram, if I believe correctly.
Okay.
Yes, from Kimberly Nichelle Brown.
Hey, Kimberly.
Who was letting us know that she is a college professor.
Hey, what's up, Prof?
Who says that she wrote an article way back about District 9.
Oh, very nice.
And is offering to send us a copy of her article.
Please do. We love the scholarship here on the mission.
Most definitely. We have an email from Corey Nicole.
Hey, what's up, Corey?
Greetings to Len, Vincent, and the missionaries. After listening to tidbits of what will be in store for episode 500, I have some suggestions.
Oh, please suggest away.
Since Do the Right Thing is off the table and won't see the mission until episode 999,
Sure.
I have some contenders to consider.
Okay.
Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full has been shortlisted. I don't know if I would make it, but Paid in Full, I've been thinking about Paid in Full a lot over the past 6 months.
The Inkwell.
I do love The Inkwell. You know, I call that movie UPS. Because what can Brown do for you?
That's right.
Yeah.
American Fiction.
Yeah. One of our favorite films from last year. Yeah.
Or even an international classic, 1995's La Haine. I'm not familiar with that.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Okay.
I just want to, and she continues, I just want to say that Tubi will go down as a goated streaming service. I know people clown it for the absurd low-quality films on the platform, but it has everything from obscure movies to TV shows that people forgot. I even watched P.D. Wheatstraw the other day.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think? Have a great rest of the week. Corey, well, you've been catching up on Tubi.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it on camera. I know I told you. Me and Wendy are working through the Red Fox show.
Yes.
Which is very not good.
Yes.
But it is a fascinating time capsule of this moment. And
I'm working through it. It can't be that many episodes.
Dude, it's like 16 episodes.
Okay.
I don't know how many of them aired.
Right.
But you know how it is. And, you know, I do have to say, giving credit where credit is due. I know oftentimes we talk about these Black projects and the failure of them. And, you know, oftentimes we say, you know, they didn't get the support, but I get the sense ABC was trying with this.
I'm sure they wanted to.
Yeah, like for those of you who don't know the history, Sanford and Son was on NBC.
Yes.
It became contentious as time went on. ABC poached Red Fox and gave him his own show. But based on watching it and based on just sort of reading about Red Fox during this period, and we talked about it a little bit when we reviewed Norman Is That You, he is ill-prepared. You get the sense he hasn't been that involved with rehearsals. But ABC is wheeling out like you know, Suzanne Summers shows up, Penny Marshall shows up, Anson Williams shows up, like the big ABC stars
of the moment,
show up.
Yes.
Red Buttons is on there.
Wow,
Milton Berle is on there. Like, you get the sense they were trying to do something, but Red Fox really just drops the ball. But having said that, it is you can't take your eyes off of him. Like, he is still this seasoned, like, you know, again, I forget whether we talked about this on camera or not, but you know, part of the reason I love the 70s is you have this cohort of entertainers that are well seasoned, like between the Chitlin circuit and the Borscht Belt and just having a show in Reno or Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, these people get on TV, and like I said, you get the sense Red Fox didn't read no script. He didn't come to no rehearsal, but he is Red Fox. So he holds your eye. He is nimble. He is, and it really is like, if he exerted even an iota of effort, you would have something.
And yet,
but you know, to Corey's point, Tubi is fantastic for that. Like, these just sort of random things.
Yeah.
And it's like, and like you said, it was like, it was 16 episodes of this. So,
but they make it work.
Look, man, look.
They make it work. I do watch Tubi every once in a while. When I'm not I've gotten out of the habit of commercials.
Sure.
So I'll put on Tubi when I know I'm just going to be vegging out on the computer and just want something on the TV, so I won't mind the commercials so much. And what was I was just watching something. Oh, I was watching, you watch Red Fox. I was watching Marine Boy, the old 60s cartoon.
Is that on Tubi?
It may not actually have been on Tubi, but it was on one of those fast channels that have like the commercials as well.
Okay.
So I was enjoying that.
Wow. I have not seen Marine Boy since I was a child.
It does not hold up well, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. But thank you, Corey.
Thank you, Corey.
All right, we have one more email, Vincent. This is from Michael Lockett.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
What's up, fellas and my fellow missionaries? Risking being an ass, which I am totally okay with.
Okay.
I would assume that you two like discovering or rediscovering little gems of movies as much as I think most of us do.
Absolutely.
Big ups to you both for discovering and sharing gems with us. It's one of the special little things about the mission. The Annihilation of Fish is a gem. I was blown away by how thoughtful and real this film was. I did not find it speaks to the Black experience, except in how the main characters are doubted and side-eyed. Lynn Redgrave, James Earl Jones, and Margot Kidder all gave stellar performances. To me, this film comes across as a making a way out of no way kind of movie, and I'm always down for that. The Wayback Machine stopped and booted me out at your critique of Dreamgirls. I had not seen this film before. Wow, that's interesting. I knew the play a little bit, but really knew the music. It was part of the Saturday cleaning music if Mom's was picking. Since my memory of the play was full of holes, I really liked the film. All the performances were good, but damn, Eddie really put in work. This is by far his best acting, and then for me, it might be life. There really were not many ways to make this film better and still get it made.
And that's the key right there.
Also, on the Dreamgirls episode, you two were waxing poetic about the films that scared the shit out of you when you were young. This may not hit a nerve for you two, but for me, seeing Miss Gulch turn into the Wicked Witch of the West, and then seeing Margaret Hamilton in Maxwell House commercials scared the shit out of me for 2 or 3 years. That's interesting. Margaret Hamilton played the Wicked Witch in the movie, and then was in many Maxwell House commercials over the years in the 70s. And
I think she came on Mr. Rogers.
Yes, she did.
To because I think
that's the Miss Gulch.
Yeah, to Robert's point. I think she came on at one point in the witch makeup.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because she was freaking people out.
Oh, so she did that to kind of like let people know that she's an actress.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, if not Mr. Rogers, like Sesame Street,
Sesame Street or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Very cool. Also on the Dreamgirls, finally, I've been listening to a lot of 70s and 80s music, like apparently. And I have another hypothesis that I'd like your opinions on. Parliament Funkadelic's influence on modern R&B, pop, and hip-hop is highly underrated. The look, sound, and performances of Parliament Funkadelic kicked open the door that was pulled ajar by James Brown, Sly and the Family Stone, etc. I think Parliament Funkadelic gave the freedom papers to musicians like Prince and Janelle Monáe to dress with perform and create sounds well outside the box. I also think that Parliament's intros and outros to their songs led to the skits, intros, and outros that exploded in 90s hip hop. What say ye, my brothers? All the best, Michael. Well, I think it's quite evident that they had a huge influence on hip hop. You know, he cites Prince and Janelle Monáe, but you can go to De La Soul. You can go to I'm just trying to
I mean, Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, yeah, with the sound. But I was thinking more of the whole aesthetic that he's thinking of. I think that is where you get, what is the name of the group? Humpty.
Oh, Digital Underground.
Underground. Yeah, I think that's where they get their kind of like build up their whole aesthetic.
Sure.
You know, that type of thing. The whole skits and everything like that, certainly Parliament Funkadelic. I think you say Dr. Dre. I think you can hear their influence. I think honestly you can hear their influence even earlier in Africa Bambaataa.
Sure,
you know. So I think it's quite evident there. Now, do they get the props that they deserve? Probably not.
Right.
Probably not. But it's there.
I'm almost certain I heard Africa Bambaataa say in an interview that they fashioned themselves visually.
Yeah.
After Parliament.
I can see that.
Which is why they were wearing the costumes and
certainly.
Stuff. But yeah, absolutely. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I think the 1-2 punch of Parliament and Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
As always, for that thoughtful email. I've been checking up on our reviews lately, and thank you for everyone that goes to wherever you find our podcast and gives us a 5-star rating and review. We really appreciate that.
We do appreciate that.
That helps people find the show. And we got a review that I thought was really cool.
Okay.
Recently. This was, it dates back to September, but I'm just seeing it now. 5-star review from Tierra Bear 421.
Hey, thank you, Tierra Bear.
And she says that she was a new listener as of September.
Okay.
And she says, love, love, love. It's like hearing my dad and his friends talk about movies. Just cool old black guys talking about movies. I've sent specific episodes to everyone in my family, and they all got hooked because they are just entertaining to listen to.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
That was really dope. I really like that. Thank you so much for that review. Thank you.
Appreciate it. And welcome.
Yes, welcome.
To the entire clan.
Yes. And if you are in the Philadelphia area, you want to join us live, Vincent and I will be returning with Stephanie Watts to the Bryn Mawr Film Institute for the Be Real Micheaux screening series next Wednesday, March 18th, for Just Another Girl on the IRT.
Wow, it's going to be so cool.
It'll be a very special screening.
Yes.
Not only will we have free pretzels, not only will we have a from what I understand, pretty much a huge crowd there.
Yeah.
We're going to be blessed to have there live joining us for our talk back, the writer-director, Leslie Harris.
Yes.
Talk about her film, Just Another Girl, on the IRT. Next Wednesday, March 18th, Bryn Mawr Film Institute. I think there are still some tickets available, so go to brynmawrfilm.org and hope to see you there. Looking forward to that.
Very much so.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Let's keep it moving and get into the Game of Kings.
Game of Kings.
6 Degrees of D'Urville Martin. Six Degrees of D'Urville Martin, keeping it in theme. We are going to be reviewing tonight Funny Valentines.
Yes, we are.
Okay. A film that stars, as you mentioned, Alfre Woodard.
Yes.
Loretta Devine.
Yes.
And Micheaux Mission favorite, CCH Pounder.
Yes.
So keeping it in theme.
It is a triad
Yes.
of powerful sisters.
Keeping it in theme.
Okay.
I want you to connect D'Urville Martin to these two other actors who go by their initials.
Okay. All right. Initials. All right.
Yes. So
okay.
In 6 films or less.
Okay.
Connect D'Urville Martin to J.T. Walsh.
What is? Okay, that says E.G. Marshall,
which is the wrong name, but it's J.T. Walsh.
And who's this? What is that, Lynn? You're just an old ass white man. Like, it's just a picture of a white man from 1947.
No, he's not from the 1947.
Where's he from?
He was in the 80s and 90s.
Wait.
Yeah. You talking all that crap. He's been in movies.
Well, you put an old ass picture of him.
That's not an old ass picture of him.
Is that my man from A Few Good Men?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's the dude who vanishes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Few Good Men. How do I want to get to A Few Good Men? Few Good Men is a great one because that is a really target-rich environment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can get you there a fun way.
What's the fun way?
J.T. Walsh is in A Few Good Men with Kevin Pollak. Kevin Pollak is in Grumpy Old Men with Jack Lemmon.
Oh, Kevin Pollak is in Grumpy Old Men.
Mm-hmm.
May I take it from here?
Yes.
With Kevin Pollak is in Grumpy Old Men with Jack Lemmon.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Lemmon is, of course, in Some Like It Hot with Tony Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Curtis is in The Defiant Ones with Sidney Poitier, who is, of course, in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with D'Urville Martin.
Very good.
Right. But you know, certainly you can use Jack Nicholson. Let's see. Could we use Demi Moore?
Yes. I can get there easy too.
I can use Demi Moore. The funny thing is, the funny thing is, I just saw a clip. I would use Demi Moore in Charlie's Angels. What's Demi Moore's big movie? I know there's like G.I. Jane. Like, what's the big Demi Moore?
There's Ghost, of course.
Sure.
That's not the one I would go to.
Sure, you could go Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, and then is she in St. Elmo's Fire?
I think she is in St. Elmo's Fire.
Sure.
But the movie I was thinking of, and I'm trying to think of I think this is the name of it. I think it's called Indecent Proposal.
Oh, yeah.
The one with Woody Harrelson and Robert Redford. Right.
Robert Redford, that's a neat one because then you go to Sneakers with
Sidney
Poitier. So you get Demi Moore and then Tom Cruise. You can do Tom Cruise a couple of different ways because he's in Collateral with Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
He's in Top Gun with Val Kilmer, and then Val Kilmer is in how do you get Val Kilmer to D'Urville Martin?
Well, if you're going Tom Cruise to Top Gun with Val Kilmer is then in I see the movies, but I'm trying to think.
Who was in Real Genius with Val Kilmer?
I think he's the star.
I know he's a star, but
the other one would be the woman, and I can't think of her name.
Yeah,
it's like that's Kelly LeBrock, and even that's not going to help you. I think that's her.
Is it Kelly LeBrock?
I think
because Kelly LeBrock is in Weird Science with Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr.
Well, then it's not her because I was probably thinking about Weird Science. film was Real Genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah,
It's just him.
That's the only name. That's the name.
What's the big Val Kilmer movie?
Oh, there's a bunch.
But what's the big one?
Tombstone.
Sure. He's in Tombstones, and then you got Kurt Russell, and yeah.
But the other one I was thinking I was trying to go to was Heat.
Oh, of course he's in Heat. You got De Niro and
Al
Pacino. Sure.
Al Pacino.
Sure. And De Niro does.
Or you go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
To get you to Samuel Jackson.
Right. So if we work through the whole cast of A Few Good Men, because we could talk about
I think we pretty much
Cuba Gooding Jr. Of course, you can get to him pretty easily.
Oh, I forgot
Kiefer Sutherland, you can get to Kiefer Sutherland.
Kevin Bacon.
Of course, Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Anything. Yeah, that's a few. What's he in besides a few? Because he shows up. He's an interesting character.
J.T. Walsh.
Yeah.
Okay. He's in that film. He usually played a baddie.
All right.
A bad guy in most of his films.
But what? Just tell me something else he was in. And let's just go to the next person.
Hannah and Her Sisters. Tequila Sunrise. Misery.
I forgot he was in Misery.
He was in Backdraft.
He plays the villain in Backdraft, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was in Hoffa.
I don't think I ever saw Hoffa.
And that was the Jack Nicholson movie.
Yeah.
And he was also in Pleasantville.
I like Pleasantville.
Yeah, which Pleasantville and The Negotiator both came out after he passed in 1998.
Yeah.
And he was in Sling Blade.
I don't remember him in Sling Blade. But that's a testament to his acting. Because he really does disappear.
He does.
Yeah.
He was in Nixon.
Yeah, he was so good in A Few Good Men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
All right, well, next, we'll just get the right picture, hopefully.
Is it E.G. Marshall? Because I have no idea who the hell that is.
You don't know who E.G. Marshall is?
I mean, maybe if I see his face.
It's E.G. Marshall.
Yeah, I don't know who's that.
You don't know?
Come on, stop, man.
No, I thought you knew it.
Why would I know who that is?
He is a famous actor.
Why would I know him?
Okay. He was in 12 Angry Men.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Here we go. Okay. Was he in anything where Negroes were allowed to sit in the theater in the front in the seats?
Why, yes, he was.
What was he in after 1969?
I got to see if he was alive.
Right.
No, he was alive after 1969. You know how I know?
This motherfucker said in 12 Angry Men. A film they show 10th grade classes when the teacher doesn't feel like teaching.
Okay. He was in, Mr. Smarty Pants. All right. He was in a movie that I know not only that you saw, it's one of your favorite movies, probably in your top 100 of movies.
What?
Superman 2.
Who was he in Superman 2, Lynn?
He plays the president.
He plays the president that Zod goes and knocks over?
He's the president.
He's the president of Superman 2. He's in Superman 2 for 45 seconds?
Well, not in the Donner cut. In the Donner cut, he's in there longer.
He's in there for 2 minutes in the Donner cut.
He is the president in Superman 2. Mr. Smarty Pants talking smack about E.G. Marshall.
Right. And people say, let's watch Superman 2 and see E.G. Marshall. Much like people say, let's listen to the Wait to Exhale soundtrack. No, fast forward to Chaka Khan singing My Funny Valentine.
Listen, you want to know what movies he was in after? He was in Superman 2. He was in Creep Show. He was in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He was in Consenting Adults. He was in Nixon.
Are in any of these films?
He was in Tora, Tora, Tora. He was
in any of these films. Was his name on the screen fourth or before?
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to Nixon. Okay.
Yes.
From 1995.
Which stars?
Anthony Hopkins.
All right, Anthony Hopkins. So it says Nixon.
E.G. Marshall is not fourth. I'll give you that.
What do you mean you give me that?
But it's an ensemble cast. He is fifth.
After who?
He is Anthony Hopkins, Joan Allen, Powers Booth, Ed Harris, E.G. Marshall.
Is there anyone? So who's after him? Is there anyone?
Bob Hoskins.
Who he actually looks like?
Okay, but he ain't.
Are you sure?
David Paymer is after him.
Are you sure?
David Hyde Price is after him.
Okay, David Hyde Price.
J.T. Walsh, who was in it, is after him.
David Hyde Price was 15 when he made it.
He
Are
was
you
not.
sure, Bob?
He was not.
I don't believe you that Bob Hoskins is after him. Is this after Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
It's 1995, so yes.
Who does Bob Hoskins play in Nixon? Because I've never, in full disclosure, I've never seen Nixon.
Let's see. He plays. Bob Hoskins plays. Where is he coming up? He plays Hoover. And before you ask, E.G. Marshall in Nixon plays John Micheaux, Nixon's longtime friend and later the Attorney General.
Well, we'll do Superman 2, where he plays the president.
I don't believe you casting aspersions on E.G. Marshall's bona fides. He was a legitimate star. You know how I first knew about E.G. Marshall, though?
Nolan, what old-ass movie do you know him from?
I don't know him from an old-ass movie.
Wuthering Heights of Breath of Dawn.
He's not British. I know him from when I was younger. My brother used to listen to Mystery, the radio show that would have like the anthologies.
You're not really
stories.
helping your case here.
He was the host of it.
He was the host.
He was the host. It was like it's Mystery with E.G. Marshall. And then I saw like a movie. I was like, hey, that's Mystery Guy. He's an actor too. And I found out he was actually a huge star of stage and screen.
So he's in Superman 2 with Margot Kidder. Although I don't think he shares the scene with Margot Kidder. Margot Kidder is in Annihilation of Fish with James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
James Earl Jones is in Empire Strikes Back with Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Billy D. Williams is in The Final Come Down with D'Urville Martin.
Very good, Vincent.
Yes.
That is well done.
Yes.
That is not how I would have done it.
How would you have done it, Lynn?
I would have
get to him from Tora. You said he's in Tora. Well, of course he is. Of course he's in Tora. What?
I would have said E.G. Marshall is in 12 Angry Men with Henry Fonda.
Sure.
Who was in Once Upon a Time in the West with Charles Bronson. Who was in The Dirty Dozen with Jim Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Brown is in, was it Three the Hard Way that D'Urville was in?
No, Jim Brown is not in anything with D'Urville Martin.
Okay, well he's in that. He's in that with Fred Williamson. And
mean, why you take the long way? Why don't you just do Henry Fonda on Golden Pond with
Katharine Hepburn.
Katharine Hepburn, and Katharine Hepburn is in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
See, I didn't even think about
Martin.
that.
Yeah.
See, I didn't think about that. I was having fun tripsing through the old movies.
Through the back door. Where do you think you're going, Smokey? Had to bring your popcorn with you. No snacks for coloreds.
No, we get snacks. They just don't pop the corn.
You have to make your own Negro pretzels.
They don't pop the corn. It's just a bag of corn. They give you matches.
Racism is dumb. I was just thinking, I was like, yeah, maybe they wouldn't let you eat the popcorn because it was white. Like they didn't like us eating. No, you know they didn't like us eating vanilla ice cream. Because
I
it was
did hear that. Yes, I did
that's
hear that.
where butter pecan ice cream comes from.
Right. That's right. That is absolutely right. Oh my God.
Racism, not only deadly, but also really stupid.
Really, really dumb.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now it's time for.
No snacks for you, darky.
Now it's time. And on that note.
Really? We can't have ice cream? Like, don't y'all get tired?
No, they don't. They don't. Can't you see the ball they're having nowadays?
But they never really seem happy, do they?
I know. They don't.
Like, damn, are you just always miserable?
Yep.
No snacks for you, darky.
Join us as we turn to our review of My Funny Valentines.
Funny Valentines from 1999. Upon discovering her husband's infidelity, Joyce abruptly decides to move her daughters from New York to her hometown deep in the heart of the American South, reuniting with her cousin Dearie and her ailing aunt. Joyce and her long-lost relatives confront demons from their past, notably the year Joyce left for the big city. In repairing her relationship with her family, Joyce learns about herself. Starring Loretta Devine, Alfre Woodard, and CCH Pounder, in a film based on a story by acclaimed writer J. California Cooper and directed by the legendary director of Daughters of the Dust, Julie Dash. Funny Valentines was the choice of Lynn Webb here the second week of March here on the Micheaux Mission. Lynn, what would you like to tell us about this Funny Valentine?
It's interesting that you read the stars' names and you started with Loretta Devine, because this film is kind of marketed as a Alfre Woodard film.
Sure, absolutely.
And Alfre Woodard, as we know, is a heralded actor of huge acclaim, but is not often number one on the call sheet in a lot of films.
No, she isn't. You're right.
So this is her moment to, like, this is my film. The film opens with her. You know, she's our viewpoint into this world as she returns home to the South to kind of like reunite with her cousin, played by Loretta Devine, Dearie B. You know why everybody in the South got to have B or Bell in their name.
It's actually part of the script. They note that.
Exactly. So, but you said Loretta Devine first, and that makes sense because when you watch this film, you can't take your eyes off of Loretta Devine. First of all, you ran down the story. Alfre Woodard is in what appears to be a increasingly loveless relationship.
Sure.
And she seems to have receipts that her husband is cheating on her.
There's infidelity.
So she's going to take this moment to return home with her two daughters who do not want to go down south. They apparently have never really moved down south ever since she came up north with her husband. The children never really were down there.
No,
don't know the family.
You get the sense this is their first time visiting. And her daughters are like about 15 and one is a little younger, like looks like maybe about 10 years old. So and this will be her opportunity. Alfre Woodard's character, who is, what's her name? Not Julie. That's not her name. Joyce May. Joycey May is what they call her.
this will be her opportunity to reconnect with her cousin, her older cousin, Deary B, played by Loretta Devine, who you learn has some mental health issues.
Sure.
Right. They in the movie, you know, in these more indelicate times of 1999, says that she was a little slow.
Yeah, she's delayed in
Right.
her. Yeah.
Right. But still a very functioning adult.
Self-sufficient, it
Very
seems like.
self-sufficient,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And by all outward accounts, pretty adjusted, you know,
Mhm.
happy person. But through flashbacks, you learn that there was some trauma,
Mhm.
some sexual assault that she suffered, and that was traumatic not only for her but also for Joycey May, because Joycey May, being the younger one at the time, there at the moment of the sexual assault, felt powerless to do anything against it, to stop it. And Deary B was sexually assaulted. And you learn again through flashbacks throughout the film that this was the impetus for the move of Joycey May and her mother from the South to the North, where apparently she met her husband and moved on. And you also learn that there was an attempt to take Deary B with her. However, that was deemed, no, that's not going to happen. And why wasn't it going to happen? Because of some secret that you learn that was untold until this moment in their adult lives. And it's a secret that is, you're watching the film, you kind of like already get the hint of what the secret is.
Maybe 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like maybe 10 minutes in.
Right. You're kind of like, okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
But it's there. I'm not going to spoil it, at least not yet.
Your dramatic pause when you said her cousin, you kind of gave it away.
Okay, I did. I did. Okay.
You know what you just said? Cousin.
What she calls her cousin.
Right.
So, and then, you know, of course, what happens in this moment, Joycey May comes back home. As you said, she finds herself.
Oh, yeah.
Where she lost, including, you know, this man who has had deep love for her since they were a child. And oh my God, you've returned. Then you can hear the windswept music as they run into each other's arms. And not for nothing, Loretta Devine, as you text me, obviously must have a writer in every one of her movies.
That's right.
I don't care what role I'm playing. I'm going to have a man.
90s Loretta Devine, keep her a man.
She keep a man.
No, that's right.
Now, I don't care what, no arms, no legs, but I got a man.
Deary B ain't that slow.
That's right. No, she ain't. No, she's not. She delayed, but she right on time.
Look. She may not come when you want her.
But he make me feel sexy.
I said, ooh, Loretta Devine. That's what she had on her little nightie.
Looking all soft.
Oh.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. So, this is the Loretta Devine show.
Sure.
Especially because it would be very easy for her playing this role. You know, this woman with some mental challenges, delayed, seemingly happy-go-lucky, has some trauma. It would be very easy for her to be over the top with it.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
This is one of those, like, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
You know? C radio.
Right. Or you know, Tropic Thunder. Like I kept like when it came on and I saw it, I said, "Oh, please don't be Simple Jack.
Okay,
Please don't be Simple Jack."
But at least Tropic Thunder, that's the joke.
Right.
Radio,
So,
it ain't the joke.
I know. He.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But in here, in this movie,
she threads the needle.
She perfectly.
Yeah.
It is a fully formed woman that she is portraying on screen with dignity, with all of her, the height of her intelligence, you know, loving, you know, she is dealing with trauma, but she overcomes the trauma. Ultimately, you know, she is, but she overcomes it on her own through her own self, you know, feeling and bigging up her own self-worth. So it's her arc that you are truly invested in this film, and it is she that carries this through. But Alfre Woodard is still Alfre Woodard, and she does the most with her role, which is pretty much one note. You kind of see the beats that it's going to go through. She's got the daughter that doesn't want to go down south, that still wants to be with dad. So they got to see how that's going to play out. You know how it's going to play out, but I even like the where that one lands in that there's no. You're waiting for the moment where the daughter goes running out the house screaming at the mom. Like, oh, I want to be with dad and anything. Like, it doesn't go there. The daughter herself has to come to her own realization of, you know, what may be lacking in her father, you know, through just a very simple conversation that she has with her mom, which is a beautiful mother-daughter moment. So that plays very well. There is a lot of plot in this movie, you know, because at one time, this movie, which is part Harlequin romance,
yes,
you know, part Lifetime melodrama,
yes,
and then somewhere along the line, it turns into Anaconda because the snake, this random snake shows up.
You know what? Because you know my people are country.
Oh, that's
Before it actually happened, I actually said, y'all need to watch all that water. It's snakes in that water. And then I actually said, see? Y'all so busy down there being fresh with each other. Little girl done got bit by a snake. That's just what happens.
That's exactly what happened in this movie.
Right.
Cut to the emergency
Mess
room.
around in that water. Now it's a snake.
Anaconda.
Right.
So the movie's got a whole lot of plot.
Right.
A whole lot going on in this movie. But all you really need is just Alfre Woodard and Loretta Devine. All you really need is just the two of them relating to one another, reconnecting, getting into it a little bit, but as sisters do, you know, it's almost like it's the country mouse and the city mouse. The city mouse comes
absolutely.
Home, you're like, oh no, you need a new couch. You need a coffee maker. I don't need no coffee maker.
Right,
I don't need a new couch.
Right. I was happy with what I got.
I was happy with what I got.
Yeah.
You know, but just watching those two bounce off one another in this movie just was such a joy. And you can tell that it is in those moments that this is why Julie Dash was called to direct this movie. Because if she has shown anything from Daughters of the Dust, she knows how to portray sisterhood on screen.
Right.
She knows how to portray motherhood on screen.
Right.
There are just only a few scenes with CCH Pounder, who plays Deary B's mother, with her and Loretta Devine, but you feel,
look,
that's my mom, that's her daughter. You feel that connection, you know. You in the CCH Pounder in the flashbacks, you feel her sisterhood with Joycey May's mom.
Yeah,
you know, you feel it all the way. Do I have questions about Southern churches and this championing of the ushers? So much so that there are contests of the ushers?
that might be true.
Okay, maybe, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
think
it
that's
is.
it was a weird
It was just
story
weird.
beat.
It was a
but
weird story
yeah,
beat.
that didn't really go anywhere.
Did
But
absolutely nowhere. And even and I get the sense like this movie was made for stars,
yes,
right? But it did have a limited
yeah,
run.
a
in
limited
theaters.
run. Mm-hmm.
But being that it was made for the network stars, it's like a made for stars movie. You know, the budget is not crazy high on it, right? But they got Julie Dash,
Mm-hmm.
and you could see where Julie Dash, like, she cares. You like, wake me when Alfre and Loretta are on the screen,
Sure.
and then I'll come. You like, I feel like there's a lot of second director
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing in some
I
of the
agree.
scenes. You're just like, okay. But when Julie's at the helm, you can feel it. There's beautiful moments. She takes advantage of the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting this film on set, or excuse me, on scene. On location. Thank you. I couldn't come up with a word. Shooting it on location down south. You could see that she is having fun. She's letting the camera take in the entire breadth of the outside.
I mean, there's the director of Daughters of the Dust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she knows how to frame those pictures, right? And they are actually beautiful. They actually feel almost like postcards, of the South at times. There has to be a villain. There's a villain, that shows up in the flashback that returns in real time.
Yeah.
And it gets dealt with. But there was a part of me that wished that this movie didn't have some of the more melodramatic beats that it does. Just because those are the ones where it does feel very Lifetime, Harley Quinn movies, Hallmark movie type of moments. And like, okay, let's get back to the real. But there's enough of the real that I found myself really falling in love with this movie and falling in love with Loretta Devine all over again.
Sure.
In this film.
Sure. I have to say, you said Lifetime, and there is an aspect of this film where I was thinking Hallmark. The Hallmark Channel, and frankly Tyler Perry, where this is the type of film that on paper I hate. Yeah, like I hate that whole plot of the woman from the big city has to go to small town to recenter herself, and this film works because of a couple of different factors. The first one, just to parrot everything you said, I think Loretta Devine and Alfre Woodard elevate the entire proceedings. Yes. Regardless of the plot and the beats. And to your point, you can sketch out every single solitary plot beat within 10 minutes of this film being on. Because at this point, all of us are post-Hallmark Channel, post-Tyler Perry people. So, you kind of see the twist, quote unquote, like where it's coming. The two of them elevate this material to the point where it doesn't matter. As you said with CCH Pounder, it's funny, we were just talking about A Few Good Men. And, one of the things that we always talk about with A Few Good Men is that Jack Nicholson is only in 2 scenes. But he looms so large that you forget he's not in the film that much. CCH Pounder plays that same role in this film. As you said, she's not really, she's in a flashback. There's a scene in Modern Times, but it is CCH Pounder. And the scene with the 3 of them in the hospital room, because she's hospitalized, is my favorite scene in the film. Like there's a moment between her character and Loretta Devine, who plays her daughter, and Loretta Devine is helping her find her wig. And then when she visits with the family, that is amazing. Yeah. But I have to say, what interests me the most about this film was this very, very predictable plot that gets muddied a little bit. As I said, I hate this plot. Like, I hate this whole, the big city is this place of amorality and materialism, and we have to go back to these simple ways and get more into contact with nature and with what quote unquote really matters. I am unapologetically a modern creature. Like, I want to be in the city. I need a Wi-Fi connection. I need an espresso machine. I need a record store. I need a bookstore. I need a stand where I can get a burrito. And I love the city. And I am a moral person, and I'm a godly person, and I'm in touch with my blackness and all. Like, I don't need to be on no goddamn dirt road to get in touch.
I didn't know you were an espresso guy.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I don't need the simple life to get in touch. And frankly, the vast majority of people left that behind to come to the city for a reason. So just as a plot, this whole Tyler Perry Hallmark Channel, go to the small town and it's the dude who grows Christmas trees, and that's just a non-starter for me. But I love the fact that this town is not the answer, because it's this town. I love the fact that this sort of moral ambiguity and shortcuts that happen when this assault happens, where the church is trying to cover it up, where people are negotiating, where people are doing these are not city folks. This is in the country, and I love that. Like, it was so much more realistic.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I love the small town politics of that. I love the fact that you speaking of this being a pre-Tyler Perry movie, there's always this sort of ambient class resentment where again, I'm the big city lawyer, I'm the big city this, and my mate is the big city this, the big city that, and somehow they are again amoral. So then I go to the small town and have to get with a working man with the cornrow wig who works on cars or drives a bus, and he knows what really matters. But because this is the early 90s, there's a professional man down here too that she gets with. Having said that, I love how complicated this relationship between her and her estranged husband ends up being. Where when he does finally show up, they have a surprisingly mature conversation.
They do.
About where this marriage has gone astray. And he acknowledges that he has done some things wrong. He says that maybe I can do better. She says, I don't know. And then it lands on, you don't know.
That's right.
You don't know. Are they going to be together? Probably not.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say no.
I don't know if it is safe to say no.
I think it's safe to say no by the end of the movie.
She does not run off in the arms of the other, of the.
Oh, we're not talking about the doctor.
No.
But whether or not she's going to be with the husband, I think it's safe to say no.
I think probably not, because she says, if I come back, I'm not going to be the person that you think I'm going to be.
Yes, she said, if I come back.
And he says, I wouldn't mind meeting her. And then you've got this plot beat that we've seen a million times. In fact, the most famous time we've seen it is in Waiting to Exhale, where she changes her hair because she had her hair the way he liked it. And he says, I like your hair. I like your hair. And then he leaves. And then to muddy it even more, you have that wonderful exchange between her and her daughter, played by Megan. And I'm going to work my way through, and I'm going to mess up her name, and I apologize in advance. Ichiku Kuonwoki,
Mm-hmm.
who is she's not a young actress now, but I remember seeing her during this moment
Okay.
because she played the daughter of Dennis Haysbert's president on 24.
Okay.
And she was very good.
Mm.
So it's nice to see her. And I like her in this role. Where as someone who is most of the time opposite Alfre Woodard,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes Loretta Devine,
Mm-hmm.
she does okay.
Yeah.
Like she holds her own. But as her mother tells her, you called your father 2 weeks ago, which she should have called her father, because I know it's girl power and I packed up the kids and left. You can't take nobody's kids and not let them know where you're going. And I like how the film kind of addresses that.
Mm-hmm.
But it took him 2 weeks to come down here.
That's right.
Because he, as Alfre Woodard's character says, puts things before us, this, that, and the other. But it felt real.
Exactly.
As opposed to, again, as someone who lives in a post-Tyler Perry moment, as someone who lives in a post-Hallmark Channel moment, like he would be, just the most awful, terrible human being who needs to go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
He's maybe not a good dude.
Right.
But he seems like a human being.
Yeah.
So I ended up liking it more than I thought I would have. And the film actually, the greatest compliment I can give the film is about 15, maybe 20 minutes before it went off.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. To your point, to your critique about the more melodramatic aspect with the rapist who now has returned back to town. In my mind, I like that because that reinforced my thought about this small town life is not the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is a part of this town too. Not only is he a part of this town, but the social machine
mm-hmm.
that protects him is part of this town. Like I love there's an ongoing plot detail with his mother protecting him. But then I also love there's a moment where Loretta Devine confronts some of the members of the church who helped to cover it up. And she says, I didn't have a problem with the church. You're the problem.
That was and that was Alfre Woodard. That was Alfre Woodard.
Right.
That.
So I again,
I like that.
Again, it muddies it a little bit more than frankly you get with a film like this.
Well,
in the 21st century,
you're saying that it muddies it. To me, it doesn't muddy it. Like you said, it elevates because this is a story as old as time. We've seen it. We've seen the beats, but this is a much more mature way to play it out.
Right.
Right. With less words, because cut straight to the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the magic of that scene with Alfre Woodard and the lady at the from the church. That was the magic of the scene with between Alfre and her daughter, right? And because there are scenes like that, and that's even the power of the script in a lot of the scenes between Loretta and Alfre throughout the film. They have like a slight confrontation about the buying of the couch, and things of that nature. They have getting back, reconnecting, but the dialogue is sparse. It's how we talk to one another, right? That is smartly done because without any long, drawn out, monologues throughout the film, at the end, when Loretta Devine actually then does confront the man
Yeah.
who assaulted her,
Yeah.
that makes that moment all the more powerful.
Yeah.
Because now you're staying in this moment, and I've got words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she is, not only is she delivering a powerful monologue in that moment, it is still back and forth. He's trying to give it to her. So
Right.
there's still, she's like, no,
Right.
I'm right here in this moment. The
Right.
person who you call slow, no, I'm right here with you. You know? And shame on you. You're a minister's son.
Yeah.
You are empty inside.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes that moment just stand out that much more. You know?
Yeah, I do have to say that, speaking of the country, I was a little confused why her big old huckabuck, John Henry looking man, Ephraim Lee, like when dudes start yelling at them after
when he was sitting on her car?
on the car, I was like, okay, I know his big huckabuck ass ain't just gonna sit there and let all this go down.
I know.
And then I was like, this dude is real mouthy to be down there. It's a whole lot of swamp water and woods for you to disappear. And you seem like somebody who, if you disappeared,
ain't a lot of people gonna look.
Ain't a whole lot of people gonna look for you. Like this is you real mouthy.
But
all that water out here.
But Huckabuck he just stood there.
Right. Well, but to your point, that was a moment where I did feel the plot moving. Where it's like they're setting up.
Yeah.
And I understand. You want Derry B to have the moment of empowerment in the sea. But I was like, yeah, that doesn't necessarily smash past the smell test about how that really would have unfolded.
Well, that scene actually that is the scene that felt very Tyler Perry.
Right. Because he loved Derry B.
Oh,
yeah, he seemed like a dude that wasn't going to let you talk no kind of way to Derry B.
But he did. That's what made it.
But again, that's the plot.
Yeah.
That's the plot moving around.
Well, see, that's the plot moving around, but I don't know. I want to see him with him just walking up on dude.
Right. Well, that's my point. Because he seemed like he know how to bust up a chiffaro.
Yeah.
I brought these flowers for you, Derry B. I said, good Lord. All right, I hear you, Derry B. Big old John Henry barrel-chested, overall-wearing Negro.
He was.
I'll always love you, Derry B.
He looked like what's the dude from?
I just ate half a cow and drank a gallon of milk and washed it down to work up my courage to come and speak words to you.
To say words.
That little mealy mouth dude came talking all crazy.
I know.
I said, ooh, this ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. But then it did.
It did.
I love that dude too. Because that's his role. He shows up as Big Huckabuck Negro.
I think that's his name in this cast. Huckabuck.
Busting out of some overalls.
This is overall. Well, he had on a suit. He had a suit at the funeral.
Afimo Omalami.
Yes.
Who shows up and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. He shows up. He's just, big guy,
I'm joking. I think he plays he's in Drop Squad as like a you know who else he is?
Who?
He is old girl. No. He plays the university president in Drumline.
Oh, yes, he does.
He plays because he wants him to be on the line.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get him out there on that. Yes. Yes, that's right. Oh, wow, talk about a different character.
I know.
I guess he is a bit of an actor. Wow.
Right.
Wow. And you know what? Shout out for a thankless role of just being the good doctor down south. Another actor that shows up, Tom Wright.
Tom Wright?
Yeah.
Tom Wright?
Yeah. And just, hey, he's cast in the Blair Underwood role.
I know, because he had the sexy goatee. He had the sexy 90s goatee.
He did. Yes,
That's
he
how you
did.
knew he was sexy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He was,
Speaking words to Alfre Woodard.
he was smooth. He was smooth with it. He was smooth with it. And then when Dad showed up, he's like, I'm a friend of the family.
Oh.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. We're joking, but it is something to be said for both Loretta Devine and Alfre Woodard being sexualized in the text, because oftentimes they aren't.
That's true. That's very, very true.
And
Very true.
I think Julie Dash, I'll say what I'd say periodically about these types of things, where I wish Julie Dash would have been allowed to be more active in the 80s and 90s, and she could have done a film with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
by text and by the visual, we've been joking, but both Loretta Devine and Alfre Woodard, you understand why these men are like, yeah.
Look, I told you.
And that is something to be said, something to be celebrated.
I've had a thing for Loretta Devine forever.
Well, Loretta Devine, part of the reason I text you, we talked about this when we watched it, Loretta Devine as a woman who is bigger than like the Hollywood standard, let's say. I always think her role in Waiting to Exhale is kind of radical because she's not played as a joke. It's not played, and Gregory Hines is and again, it's not played as a joke. Like as the direction and as the viewer, you understand.
Yes, exactly.
And then in this film, where she's still the same size and she's playing somebody who's delayed, she still is able to thread this needle where she is not only believably sexualized, but sexualized. Like you absolutely get it. Like I'm joking about Mr. Huckabuck John Henry, but you understand he, put on his good overalls to come and give her flowers.
Yeah.
So
she's soft with it.
Yeah. But I guess the real question, of course, would be, would you recommend this?
I would.
Would you?
I would. And believe me, as I was listening to some of that 90s music, I was like, ooh. But I would recommend it. I think it's a sweet film. I think it is much like The Annihilation of Fish. I think it is a bit of a lost treasure.
Interesting.
That is there for people to discover, It's a story that but it's by performers that you respect. And in so doing, they give a more nuanced version of that story for you to take in. I think I would definitely recommend this film.
I 100% agree with you. I think in 1999, I probably would not have recommended it because I did not know the dreck that was on the horizon. But in the case of you never miss your water until the well runs dry, I 100% agree with you. This is a film that is in a lot of ways very by the numbers, very predictable, but the nuance of both the performers and the story elevate it to the point where I ended up appreciating it. And I have to say, it happened as the film went on.
Yes.
Like, I think the first 10, 15 minutes, I was ready to say one thing. And then 30 to 45 minutes, I was changing my mind. And then by the end, I had changed my mind.
What happens?
As I mentioned, it got to a point where I said, wow, I really am not sure where this is going to land.
Which is
the greatest compliment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what happens, like you said, in the first 10, 15 minutes, she's driving down south.
Mm-hmm.
Once she gets there,
Right.
that's when it's like, okay, this is feeling all right. I'm liking this.
Right.
I'm with this. I'm with this. So there you go.
There you go.
Check out Funny Valentines, and maybe you too will be moved to listen to a Funny Valentine song of your own.
Sure.
All right, before we tell you what we're going to be reviewing next week here on The Mission, I invite you to follow The Mission, 2 Men, 1 Podcast, every black film ever made. You can find us wherever you find podcasts, on Apple, Spotify, as well as on YouTube. And every place there, you can subscribe, follow, be notified of when we put up our new shows, and please give us a 5-star rating and a review, because that helps people find our show.
Yes.
If you want to have your thoughts spelled out right here on The Mission by Vincent and myself, you can email us at micheauxmission@gmail.com. That's MICHEAUX@gmail.com. You can find us on your favorite social media, Instagram, Threads, wherever you're placed, at Micheaux Mission, which is a proud member of the Believe Podcast Network. Believe, BLEAV. Every sport, every topic, everywhere. Go to believe.com and check out their roster of shows. The Micheaux Mission is filmed right here at Anga Studio. And if you are in the Philadelphia area, you are welcome to check us out and have your podcast or audio project or video project done here as well. Go to angastudio83.com. Get all the deets. Make it happen. And if you do not mind, Vincent, can give a small plug, I have a new podcast, Mac and Augustus.
Yeah. Really interesting too.
On everything.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's me and 4 of my good friends sitting, having conversations that men never have until now. We've got 2 episodes up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Mac and Augustus, MACK and Augustus. We're having a good time. And please tell a friend about our show. Let us know what you think. I'm proud of the show. It's turning out being very well. We're getting good feedback on it. We actually got feedback, Vincent, from Ryan Sands, our good friend Ryan Sands.
Nice. What's up, Ryan?
Yeah, there was a conversation. We were talking on the show about loved ones that we had lost. And I was talking about my father, and he hit me up personally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a good conversation, man.
Yeah.
It's good content. I was like, I appreciate that. So it's really nice. All right. Next week here on the Micheaux Mission, we return to the world of Charles Burnett.
Yes.
And Ice Cube. As Vincent presents The Glass Shield.
The Glass Shield.
Finally plucked something from his short list.
Oh, yeah.
And it is coming to you next week here on The Mission.
We didn't talk about the Patreon.
Oh, we sure didn't. And if you are so inclined, you can join us on Patreon. Patreon.com at Micheaux Mission, where $5 will get you not 1, not 2, but 3 exclusive monthly podcasts from Vincent and myself and our good friend Ariel Johnson. And all of the proceeds go to help us do our show and all the special projects that we've got coming your way. All right? Go to patreon.com at Micheaux Mission. Next week, here on The Mission, we return to the world of Charles Burnett. What did I miss now?
You said this part already.
Well,
I'm sorry. I was just making sure I wasn't in the Matrix.
See, I was doing it again so that I could just cut.
Okay, well, you need to let me know. Sure, I wasn't having a stroke.
Now I'm leaving it all.
Or
in.
seeing the future. Or, you know what? Are you watching? You weren't watching Paradise.
No, I stopped.
Right. I'm watching. Lynn, I think they might be building a time machine, and they're going to piss me off if they're building a time machine.
Really?
Yes. That's a bridge too far.
So everyone living underground.
Right. Like, look, you get one big concept.
Okay.
The world ended. They built an underground city.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's post-apocalyptic. That's your one thing. Now you can't be building time machines.
Why can't they build a time machine?
Oh no, and I don't know if they are, but I feel like that's where it's headed. And so, like, me and Wendy are watching, and I mumble under my breath every time a little detail comes on, and I say, they better not be building a damn time machine. But I think they're building a time machine, and part of the details is that he's having visions of the future that haven't happened, and I think it's a reverberation from the machine. So then I also had to make sure that you hadn't built a time machine.
Why can't they have two concepts?
No. Underground city. That's it.
But that's been done already.
That's it.
That's Fallout.
No, but
that's right. But what's that other movie with the tunnel?
Yeah, but you can't also have a time machine.
Why can't they?
You gotta pick.
No, you can't. Why can't you?
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why can't they have two toys?
I don't like it. Sterling K. Brown gonna find his wife. He on a horse. But look, that's it. It's like post-apocalyptic. You can't, and also a time machine. So like Thursdays, it's gonna be aliens.
Why can't they?
Then now some aliens.
Look, Planet of the Apes was
now zombies.
Planet of the Apes had two things.
Yeah, but they had the thing at the very end. Like that was the twist.
Okay, well
that wasn't part of the plot.
Okay, so
it wasn't part of the plot. I don't like it, but I had to make sure because you said it. I was like, I said, God damn it, did Lynn build a time machine like I think they doing on Paradise? That's literally what I was thinking in my head.
This show was supposed to be 10 minutes ago.
If you had mentioned the Patreon, we wouldn't have done this.
But true. But this is you getting me back for Funny Valentines.
They better not be building a time machine on Paradise. I know that.
Until next week, he's Vincent, I'm Len, and in parting we say,
we'll see you when it's time to meet again.